Hey guys, it is so good to be back on camera. Uh yes, so I have another update for you guys. I need to get me a new car mount, but I have a new car. Yes, I'm so happy. You guys may have not known if for the people that's been following me, you probably don't know because I didn't say it. Only people that knew were like my family and my clients, but I never said it in any of my videos or anything like that. But I actually been out of a car for 3 months, and it was because I had an accident. Somebody had crashed into my vehicle while I was driving on the highway. Like the third lane was going really slow. It was hectic traffic, and the person behind me crashed right into my vehicle. It was no way for me to even not be in that lane once I was already in that lane. So the person hit me. It was a young lady. She probably was late teen, early 20s. So yeah, but yeah. So after that had happened, I had been out of the car for 3 months, and prior to that, and even a little bit after that, like I was going through a lot. It was just a lot. It was a hard season for me, actually, and I'm not gonna get into detail about it, but just know that I was having a hard time in my day-to-day life. I was just going through something that I did not want to go through, basically. Trying to hang in there, trying to make the best of the situation for the most part, but yeah, it was just really hard. But yeah, I ended up getting into that accident, and I didn't have a vehicle for 3 months. So um, my vehicle was my way of getting around to go to my clients' homes, and then I was also doing my deliveries like DoorDash and Instacart. So I wasn't able to do any of those things. Actually, I had stopped doing deliveries prior to that, like when the pandemic had first started getting like really bad in New Jersey. It was when it started getting more publicized and things like that. I had stopped for the safety of my well-being, as well as my grandmother and my sister, especially my grandmother because she's older. So I had stopped. I just felt led to stop. I'm not saying that God told me to stop, but I just felt like I shouldn't do it during that time. So I stopped or whatever. And things, God provided. I had money. I paid my rent every single month for the rent that I had or whatever. Paid to every month, paid all my bills every month without a problem. So thank God for that. Let me go a little forward. So yeah, before the accident happened, I don't know if I want to do two separate videos, just give you guys an update about my vehicle, or if I want to just do all in one, the update and how I knew, that it was time for me to get a new car. Before the accident even happened, I just heard something. I just heard, if you get into an accident or something happens to your vehicle, I think it was along the lines of, if you get into an accident, just let your car go. So I was like, okay. So it wasn't like I'm like expecting an accident, like, oh man, when this accident gonna happen? I'm gonna get into an accident. I wasn't thinking like that, but I was like, okay. So then after the accident happened, I just was reminded of that. I'm like, wow, I really got into an accident. And I just can't, I just had that in my mind about what I heard, like, let it go. So I'm like, okay, let me just see what my insurance my insurance company says, and if it's doable, like if it's fixable or whatever. So I had 2006 '06 Ford, what is it? Ford 500 '06. So I went from an '06 to a 17 in less than 1 year. So God is amazing. He does things in ways that we can't, that we might think is crazy, or we can't see the bigger picture right away. So once I got into the accident, I was reminded of that, but I was like, you know what, let me see what my insurance company says. I was talking to my car insurance company. I couldn't really think too well, to be honest, because it kind of shook me up. So I'm trying to do my best to comprehend everything that they're saying to me. And you know, they use certain type of words, so using those bigger words that are not familiar with me, and plus I went through a traumatizing time. I think I wasn't hurt anything, but it still was traumatizing to me. I couldn't think straight, but I got through. The representative that helped me, the main person, she helped me a whole lot, and I'm thankful for her. So yeah, I went through that. They had sent me to a place to get my car looked at, and when I first went to that I can't even remember the name of the place, but when I first went to that place for them to look at my car to see if it will be considered total, if they'll be able to fix it, they were like, I'm pretty sure that it's total, but we'll take a look at it. So I let them keep it. A couple of days later, they ended up saying that yeah, it is total, total beyond, I can't remember the wording, but it wasn't like it's not drivable. I could still drive it, but they wouldn't be able to fix it for them to fix it. It'll be more than what my car was worth. So and I'll probably put some pictures and video clips in here of how the vehicle was, but it was beyond measure, like for them to be able to fix it for the price of the car, for the value of the car. So that didn't go well. They said I could either keep it, so it wasn't able to be fixed. It was considered total. I could either keep it or take it back, or get it turned in. So I made the decision on my own just to turn it in, because I remember what I heard. Like it was something else that I heard after that as well. After I got into the car accident. So first thing I heard was if you get into an accident or something happens to your car, let it go. And then I heard something else. I can't remember. I wish I would have took notes, but I can't remember. But I decided to let them take it, so I didn't keep it. So they took my car, and they paid me for my vehicle a small amount. It wasn't even that much. Some people probably think that I got a lot of money for it, but I didn't. I got a decent amount, enough for a down payment for a vehicle. I'll just say that, but it wasn't a whole lot. It wasn't tens of thousands of dollars or anything like that. So they gave me that, and then also the young lady's insurance, they were able to pay me too for the accident. So I used that for a down payment. That money, I ended up waiting for months. I had a very hard time finding a vehicle, to be honest. So I started looking at, trying to see what I want, what kind of car I want. Didn't know. I actually wanted like a luxury type of vehicle. But I'm like, Lord, I don't know how I can afford this. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm just going to have faith that you're going to provide this type of vehicle for me. Like, you're going to provide a way better vehicle.